Welcome back to another episode of the Lost Codex. As the forces of Azeroth and the Army of the Light wage war on the Legion's home territory, we are here to provide insight into the Legion's history and tactics in their burning crusade. With countless worlds and a seemingly endless loss of life burning in their wake, it is imperative to understand and know our enemy. We'll be focusing on the histories of not only their most insidious lieutenants and soldiers, but also telling the stories of the Legion's most hated enemies, those who fought valiantly against their crusade. Today's new chapter will be narrated by Archivist Agairun, who will be providing a brief overview of the Eredar's ancient history and their civilization that once ruled over the mighty world of Argus. Let us begin.
Argus, the homeworld of my people. Before my world was set upon by the Legion, before Sargeras approached our leaders with the promise of power, the Eredar of Argus thrived. We were one of the oldest races in the universe, when countless worlds were still young and blooming with primitive life. Our world prospered and shone brightly in the Great Dark. During the earliest days of our civilization's history, the ancient Eredar of Argus were visited by the Naaru. They gifted the leaders of our people with ancient artifacts of great power. Among the most powerful of these artifacts was one called the Atamal Crystal, a relic that would later prove to be the salvation of our people. While there are only a few recorded accounts of Naaru contacting the ancient Eredar and gifting them powerful relics, the presence of these artifacts did fascinate and puzzle even our most brilliant minds. Most Eredar sorcerers were gifted in the schools of arcane magic. Proficiency in holy magic, the magic of the Naaru, was far more rare. Despite this, a select few Eredar sorcerers focused their studies on the multiple artifacts the Naaru had left behind, though it would take some time before the relic's true powers were fully realized. Among the first to tap into these artifact powers were one of the leaders of the Eredar, Velen. Velen, like many of our kind, was skillfully attuned to the powers of the arcane, and in his research and pursuit of knowledge, he took interest in one artifact in particular, a relic called the Shard of Ture, the fragmented remains of a deceased Naaru. During this time, a strange affliction had started spreading through the Eredar people. Those infected suffered an addled mind and diminished memories. The loss of knowledge was terrifying to the Eredar, and the risk of losing one's memories and mental capabilities spread panic throughout the population. Velen, however, did not panic. He had spent much time tapping into the dormant powers of the Naaru Shard, and soon found that the Naaru artifact had begun to glow a warm, radiant light. Although he was putting himself at great personal risk, Velen carried the artifact among the cursed and called upon the Shard's power. The relic's light bathed over the sick, and one by one cured the strange malady that had gripped the afflicted Eredar. Velen was truly a leader of his people. His mastery and attunement to arcane magic, science, and artifacts earned him respect and approval among the magical orders of the Eredar, but it was his kindness and wisdom that was admired by all of his people. Velen did not rule the Eredar alone, however. Beside him stood the other leader of the Eredar Duumvirate, his most trusted friend and closest ally, Kil'jaeden.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of The Lost Codex. We hope you enjoyed the first chapter in the History of the Eredar series. If you enjoyed this episode and the guest character narrator, and would like to see more of that in the future, let us know in the comments below. Stay tuned for part 2, which will premiere in the weeks following BlizzCon. Speaking of BlizzCon, that time of the year has finally come. We are merely days away from the most epic gaming convention of the year, and, well, we are
not prepared.
Both of us here at the Lost Codex Sanctum will be flying out to Anaheim, California. We wanted to let everyone here know that we'll be attending the con in person, and hope to meet and chat with some of you guys as well. Keep an eye out on our Twitter feed for updates on where we'll be, as well as our Instagram and our newly launched Snapchat. We'll be live streaming our adventures from the con floor, and parties after the con, and hopefully get a chance to have some iconic faces on our Instagram and Snapchat story. We've got some exciting announcements and new sneak peeks to show off at BlizzCon, so keep an eye out on our Twitter, Instagram, and again, our newly launched Snapchat. You can find links down below in the description. Whether attending in person or from the comfort of your own home, we hope you all enjoy BlizzCon 2017, and we'll see you guys back here after the con.